Hi, guys. It's Dr. Liz here. How are you doing? Well, thank you for joining me. If we don't want to fight, why does it keep happening? Because my goal, my passion is to help you guys figure out how to interrupt that cycle. And some people say, well, why is it? I keep doing this. It's so tough. It is. It's tough, and yet it can be simple if we can break it apart, if you can understand the parts of a conflict or of your fight. Because they come each one, each of us come preloaded with the way that we're going to fight. So first, let's talk about why they might be getting on your nerves, why you're having the fight cycle. And the fight cycle really runs in three parts. There's the harmony where we're getting along and everything is wonderful and we're so happy to be together. There's the disharmony, that's the conflict fight where they're getting on our nerves. We're upset with them, they're upset with us. We can do no right, they can do no right. Everybody's doing wrong. And then there's the repair part, and that's huge and critical for getting us back on track and getting us together. And then the cycle can repeat, right? So, maybe you wonder why, what keeps couples fighting? How come we keep fighting? Well, when we're in the fight, when we're in the disharmony part, there are pretty much kind of three underlying issues underneath that fight or what's driving the fight. One is power or control. That may be part of the fight cycle. Another fight cycle or part of the dynamic may be a desire for closeness and caring. And the third one is part of respect and recognition for yourself, for your part in the relationship. And so as we're talking, I want you to remember what might be going on in some of your disharmony, in your disconnects in your apartment. Is there a drive or a struggle for power and control, closeness and caring, respect and recognition? All right. So you have those things going on, and then there's something else that goes along that comes in our world is that each of us come pre-wired a little bit differently. Some folks, just by their nature, are more intense, and they might be what we call the maximizers. They're the gasoline on the fire, and as they blow up, they may be with another maximizer, and so we got two people going at the same time. Or they might be someone that's more of a minimizer. Let's tap the brakes. Let's slow down. Let's kind of not sweep it on the rug, but yeah, kind of sweep around. And they it eats at them, eats at them, eats at them until they too finally explode. And they may explode in a way that's different than somebody else. Right? Key here is in fight cycles, as one goes up, let's say as the maximizer goes up, they in turn are driving the other individual to go numb. And I want you to sit back and kind of think about these things. When you're in that disharmony, in that explosive part of it, what is going on? What's going through your head? What's going on in the relationship? Because behind every conflict, right? Behind everything, there is usually an unspoken need. Something's missing, something's being neglected. And so it might be, it shows up in a criticism that starts the fight. Instead of, now remember, okay, I'll go back to them. But let's just say I make a critical remark like, what, why are you drinking water now? You know, why'd you get yourself a glass of water? What I might really be thinking is, you just went and got yourself a glass of water, and I'm here, and you didn't even think, okay, to ask me if I'd like some water. So I don't care if you're drinking water, apple juice, beer, wine, whatever. But in that moment, I go off as in a critical thing. And behind it, there's an unspoken need. And in that need, remember, let's go back to those three original ones. Am I looking for some power control? Is my thing like, um, I want to be in charge? Or could it be maybe more of that caringness? We talk about closeness, caring. Maybe I'm wanting some thoughtfulness that you might think, oh, maybe Liz is thirsty. Let me ask her if she wants something. Or respect, recognition, recognizing I'm here, and respect that I always, I usually go and get you a drink. When I leave the room, I usually say, hey, do you want something to drink? Want something to eat? I'm going to go get myself something. So I may want recognition and I may want to be treated respectfully. And those are some of the critical initial issues I want you to think about in your own conflict dynamic. Remember, three parts. There's a harmony, there's the disharmony, that's the blow up part, and there's the repair. And we're talking about three underlying driving needs: the power, control, closeness and caring, and respect and recognition. All right. So I'm going to leave us here with that. I want you to think about the dynamic and what pops up in yours. Are you the maximizer that goes up? Are you the minimizer that kind of goes numb and then explodes later? I'll be talking more about this in some other training things. If you'd like some immediate info, pop inside at Relationships Renewed. My Facebook page is a private group where I have tons of units and tons of training. And even better, click on the link in my member vault. I have a ton of resources available for you, teach you how to manage fights and disagreements, how to grow closer. Because really, what it is we're not trying to fight. Well, you want to fight more effectively, but I really wanting you to come together and understand so we could maybe skip that fight. If I knew that I had an underlying need that I wanted you to care about me, I wanted you to show some consideration, maybe I could learn to ask, hey, would you mind getting me a drink, a glass of water? Or while you're up, can you get me that type of thing? Or even outside that situation, outside that fight that we have, and part of the repair and coming together, I can say, I realize I have a hard time being clear about what I need, and I leave you in the dark, and all of a sudden we just end up having a big old fight. That's not too cool. So think about it, study, write down, maybe bring your sweetheart, your significant other into the brain tank there, the group thing, and think about what does your conflict cycle look like, um, and how can each of you look at those underlying dynamics and underlying needs so we can help you skip the fight. Have just a nimble little grumble thing and jump right on over to repairs. And hey, you want a glass of water? Anyway, take care. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you listening. Drop me some comments. Join me inside at Relationships Renewed, and check out what I have to offer. Bye.